that there was a one dorm facility that was always boarded up when I was over there. I don't know if they reopened it yet. Actually, I had a ghost in my dorm room at Thompson Hall.
Oh, yeah, well, Thompson is supposed to be one of the ones that are haunted. There's like 5 different dorms that are supposed to have ghosts, and I don't remember them all.
And I know you were talking about the one in Simpkins. I remember being late in Simpkins Hall quite a few times, feeling like somebody's watching me over.
Yeah, it's a cool place. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, any more questions?
What about the...
Moving on.
I know down in the town, unfortunately, they tore down that building where the original Change of Pace was, that old hotel building. Did that happen?
I love the Change of Pace. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary there. There was a theater there that was turned into another kind of nightclub type place on the square, and that was supposed to be haunted.
Is that Tom's Cafe, by any chance?
No, it wasn't a cafe. It was.
Well, it was a bar, but you call it Tom's Cafe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember, it used to be like it was called the Illinois Theater or something, and now it's some dance club, and I forgot what the name of it was. I didn't do a lot of clubbing.
Well, you were a graduate student. I wasn't.
Anything else?
How about Waverly? Have you been there?
I have not. Okay. Unfortunately, I have not been to very many places outside of Illinois.
Mantino?
Oh yeah. There's a chapter about Mantino in Paranormal Illinois. I actually went and spoke there at, it was an event in the spring from the Mantino Historical Society. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I've been in there. I sort of snuck in there before. I know that there was some kind of controversy about cleaning it up. Some people tried to clean it up, and then the state of Illinois got involved, and it got messed up. But that's kind of an interesting place. But that's one of those places that I went to after all the cool stuff was gone. You know, I guess maybe 5 years before I went there were a lot more buildings that were abandoned, you know, some of the main administrative buildings and stuff, but they tore a lot of that down, unfortunately.
How about Bartonville?
Yeah, Bartonville. I'm actually going there Saturday for the Paranormal Kicks Cancer event. They're not having it at the Bowen building, but they're having it at one of the other buildings. That's kind of a cool place. I was interviewed for a documentary about it. I'm not sure when it's going to come out or what it's called, but I was interviewed for it. So, but you know, the interesting thing about that is I know a lot more about Mantino State Hospital, but I always am asked to talk about Peoria State Hospital. And that's not really, it's strange, you know, like, I guess there are some places that are just really attract a lot of interest. You know, people want to know about that place. But I'm generally drawn towards places that people don't know a lot of things about. So I end up knowing a lot about places that no one cares about. So.
Well, let us ask you this. Is there a place you'd recommend that we investigate?
Yes. I think it would be interesting. Now, there's some contingencies. I think it'd be interesting if you investigated Independence Grove. The thing about it is, I don't know. It'd be interesting to me because I know the legend that's told about that is probably untrue. So it'd be interesting that if you went there to see what you would get. You know, because there probably were kids that died there. You know, you would think there had to be accidents or something, even if it was only 1 or 2. So it would be interesting if you got anything. Some people have claimed that they've had experiences there, and I'm not going to say that it's untrue, you know, or they're lying. So that would be a good place to look into. But the other caveat is you would have to go during the day. Like I said, also it's a long walk. Like you'd have to park a mile away and walk, into the wood. And it's also one of those places you got to be careful about going at night because the police do go there frequently.
Is it the Lake County one?
Yeah, it's up in Lake County in Libertyville. What? Oh, okay.
That's a
Forest Preserve property, right? It's
Yeah.
Forest Preserve property?
Yeah, it's Forest Preserve.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
That
Well, there you go.
I'd have to ask if it's okay for them going at night, property night goes in at night. Condition. You have to find out.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Anything about Dunning?
Reed Dunning Memorial Park.
No, Dunning on Irving Park Road that was it's metal.
Right, it's a park now though. Right? There's like a memorial there.
Is it really?
Well-
Because it looks abandoned.
Oh, there's still a building there?
I don't know if there's a building or a new building, but it looks like it is fenced off,
Oh.
weeds all over the place.
I've never actually been there. Ursula Bielski wrote about it in her most recent book, The Chicago Haunts 3. So that's a place I'm not very familiar with, but there's more information in there.
Dunning Woods? Is it Dunning Woods?
It wasn't woods, it was really
The hospital, where the hospital used to be.
It's like Irving and Oak Park Avenue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where Reed Center and all that.
Because we
That's
lived
what she's
across
talking
the
about.
street from there, and it was pretty horrible.
Oh, you know what? How long ago was that? Was that just recently?
No, that was when I was a child. So
Okay,
I would say,
yeah, I think they tore it down, and I read articles about how, I believe during the construction, there was a cemetery there, and during the construction, they had dug up bodies, from the cemetery. So I remember that distinctly. So yeah, I think that's torn down and it's a park now. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys listening to me. I hope I did a good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will be over here, I'll sign a copy of a book if you want it. There's 3 left, so, all right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Reserve one of those copies of books for me.